join our hearts to build a nation of our dreams. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dreams. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Yeah. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy.
Citizens Tech Talk with Mina, bringing you news updates on digital technology around us, discussing the latest developments and how technology can enrich you and make your life more exciting. Citizens Tech Talk with Mina, welcome to our world of technology. Every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 12, Citizens Tech Talk with Mina, expanding our global reach through technology.
Abuja. Wake up. Reach out. Speak up. Speak out. You are the voice of a new generation. And this is your station. Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Citizen at Sunset on Citizen FM 93.7. This is the fun-packed radio show you heard about. Did you miss any one of our programming today? Join me, Diddy, from the Citizen Pot when we run through our programs from sunrise. Stay abreast, get informed on news roundup. It even gets better. Do you think you know Nigeria? Answer 3 questions correctly and be one of our daily winners on Quizzes. It is the full package. Let's take you back.
93.7 Citizen FM. Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station. We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM, Abuja. Time for news on the hour.
It's Mite. Good afternoon. You're tuning and listening to Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Here's the news at noon. I'm Rayo Omotosho. The Nigeria Labour Congress has given the federal government a 7-day ultimatum to address the current currency crunch and fuel scarcity in parts of the country or risk a nationwide industrial action at the expiration of the ultimatum. President of the NLC, Joe Ajero, gave the strike notice after the meeting of the Central Working Committee of the Congress on Monday. Ajero, who bemoaned the hardship faced by Nigerian workers owing to the Naira redesign policy of the federal government and the lingering fuel scarcity in parts of the country, said the union has been pushed to the wall.
The NLC is giving the federal government of Nigeria and the agencies of government, including the Central Bank of Nigeria and other banking institutions, 7 working days to address the issue of the cash crunch. If they fail to do this at the expiration of the 7 days, Congress is directing all workers in the country to shut down, because it has become very difficult to even access 1 naira to enter vehicles to their workplace. It is difficult for even to buy products, especially from traders who don't have banks. This is the situation we have found ourselves. The federal government came out with a policy that even the gold currency are still valid. What we have discovered is that even when the banks give you those old currencies, the traders are not accepting it. And even when you take it to the centers.
Meanwhile, the Central Bank of Nigeria says the old 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira banknotes remain legal tender till December 31st, 2023. The Apex Bank's acting director of corporate communication, Issa Abdulmumin, disclosed this in a statement Monday. This is coming 10 days after the Supreme Court ruled that old naira notes should coexist with new ones till the end of the year. The highest court of the land on March 3rd ordered that all 200, 500 and 1,000 naira notes remain valid till December 31st. This was after 16 states of the Federation instituted a suit to challenge the legality or otherwise of the introduction of the policy. The presidency has commended the conduct of the recent presidential election, describing it as an improvement on previous editions. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, in a statement Monday argued that no one has disputed the result of the election except the candidates that fell short. According to him, the biggest and most competitive presidential election in the history of Nigeria has been won by one man, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana-San says, in spite of the challenges related to the February 25th presidential and National Assembly elections, many positives are recorded, including the destruction of the myth of political structure. Falana said that in the just concluded elections, the people showed that they are the structure. He also called for the prosecution of electoral offenders.
It is not enough to review the last election without putting on trial those who have been arrested for various electoral malpractices. So it's not sufficient to say, oh, we have learned our lessons. We now want to have the governorship and House of Assembly elections conducted on the 18th of March. No, that will not be enough, because if you do not arraign those who have been arrested for it.
Meanwhile, the president-elect Bola Tinubu has said he has no preferred candidates for the leadership of both the Senate and the House of Representatives in the 10th National Assembly. Tinubu, represented by the Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima, disclosed this at a meeting with new members-elect to the National Assembly in Abuja. And while lawmakers newly elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress Monday in Abuja said the party will zone principal offices only after the conclusion of the governorship and state assembly elections holding on Saturday, March 18th. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, among other lawmakers-elect, disclosed this to our correspondent after a meeting between senators-elect and House of Representative members-elect was the party leadership held at the banquet hall of the State House, Abuja.
The question about zoning was that let's tarry a while, let's leave everything for now until we finish our it is also my hope and prayer that the 10th Senate and indeed the 10th National Assembly as a whole will jealously guard and protect the constitutional provision of separation of powers as enshrined in the presidential system of government.
The Constitution is very clear that the National Assembly members were to select their leaders among themselves. Sometimes, or most of the times, party do domestic arrangement and the party arrangement of looking at how it's going to look like, and most of the time it's being respected. And at the same time,
the legal team of the Labour Party Monday met with officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Abuja over the inspection of electoral materials used for the February 25th presidential election. The head of the legal team, Dr. Levi Uzoko, led lawyers into the meeting, which was held at the INEC headquarters in Maitama, Abuja. The legal team was at INEC to discuss modalities for obtaining key documents that will assist the Labour Party in prosecuting its case at the Presidential Election Petition Court.
That under the law, we are entitled to the documents that are sent for from the Commission. And unless, as electoral umpire, we secure those documents, we cannot move forward. That is why it is so important that we interface with you and ensure that by the time we leave this commission today, Mr. Chairman, we will at least leave here with some of the crucial documents.
The Pali INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, assured the Labour Party legal team that the commission will provide all the documents it requested to prosecute its case.
I want to assure you that the Commission will not hide any document from anybody and will make any document that you have requested. There are two categories of documents. Those that are in possession of the headquarters of INEC will easily make these documents available to you. As for other documents that you are asking for, they are at state level. So we need to work out that.
The Nigeria Police Force has declared the member representing Bauchi Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Yakubu Shehu, wanted. The police announced a 1 million naira reward for anyone with useful information that could lead to his arrest. According to the police, the 45-year-old lawmaker is wanted for criminal conspiracy, causing grievous hurt, disturbance of public peace, and culpable homicide. The bulletin, which has the picture and address of the lawmaker on it, was from the State Criminal Investigation Department of the Bauchi State Police Command, issued by the authority of the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba. And on the foreign scene, the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is traveling to Africa for a two-nation tour, the latest in a series of visits to the continent by top American officials. Security, ravaging droughts, and the jihadist threat in the Sahel will be the focus of Mr. Blinken's visit to the two countries this week. He'll be in Ethiopia Wednesday to discuss the implementation of the peace deal signed between the government and rebel troops following a 2-year bloody war. 6 Zimbabweans, all suspected armed robbers, escaped from custody while in transit Monday morning after their accomplices engaged South African police in a shootout. In a statement, South African police say they've launched a manhunt for the heavily armed suspects who freed the 6 prisoners during the gunfight. The daring attack was staged some 120 kilometers south of Bridge, a border town near Zimbabwe. And in sports, Manchester City aim to take another step closer Tuesday to the one title that has eluded them, the Champions League. Boss Pep Guardiola says he'll be judged on success in the competition, but does this year represent their best chance of becoming European champions? It says there's an outstanding team in this season's tournament, says Chris Sutton, while football journalist Rory Smith feels the competition is not as daunting as in previous years. Manchester City, second in the Premier League, will secure a place in the quarterfinals if they win their last 16 second leg at home to RB Leipzig after a 1-1 draw in Germany.
That doesn't mean that we change it. I agree with that, but absolutely be judged for that competition. Yeah, definitely. Because since day one arrived here in the first game in Champions League, they asked me when just arrived, landed here, sitting for the first time, you are here to win the Champions League. I said, what? So I was manager for Real Madrid, that this is not going to happen, but I could understand. But here, I don't know, but I accept it. So as much you go through, it's not going to change.
And that's the news at noon, as compiled and edited by Lawrence Moite. You can follow us on any of our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or visit our website at www.citizenfm.ng. I'm Rayo Motosho. Thanks for listening. Good afternoon.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to